Here is Mark. He needs to make $100 and he needs to do it today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. He does not have time to learn new skills. He cannot buy tools or start a big project. He has to work with what he already has right now. So his mission is simple. Make $100 in the next 24 hours using only the resources he already owns. And here is exactly how he can do it. Now, first, here is Mark's toolbox. These are the things he can use to get the job done. Nothing fancy here, just items most of us already have, which means you can follow the same process. Mark has his phone, his laptop, and an internet connection. And he also has a car. But the car is optional. If you do not have one, do not worry. There will be plenty of ways to make $100 in 24 hours, even without a car. The first way to make money fast is simple. Sell stuff you no longer need. Most people have more things than they think. Check your whole place. Closets, drawers, storage rooms, the garage. Even your parents' house. If you have things stored there, you will likely find items no one uses anymore. Start with clothing and accessories. Jackets, shoes, watches, bags, jewelry. Then look at electronics. Old phones, tablets, headphones, cameras, TVs, gaming consoles, routers, printers. Check for transportation items too. Bicycles, scooters, spare tires, even an old car. It does not have to be perfect. Some people buy broken cars to fix or use for parts. Furniture is another big one. Chairs, tables, desks, lamps, sofas. Do not forget books, school books, university books, language courses, exam prep guides. Some of these can be expensive and sell surprisingly fast. Look in the kitchen as well. Small appliances, blenders, coffee makers, air fryers, pots, pans, dishes, and yes, even unopened food can work. Things like olive oil, protein powder, canned goods, and coffee. Also check for other easy wins. Tools, sports equipment, luggage, musical instruments, and baby items. The goal is simple. Find items you do not need, list them quickly, and turn them into cash. Now, here is how you can take this idea and turn it into even more profit. Do not limit yourself to your own stuff. Reach out to people you know and ask if they have items they no longer use. Most people do, they just never get around to selling them. So now Mark starts looking around his circle. His Uncle Jack lives right across the road. Turns out he has an old treadmill sitting there, unused for years. His Aunt Lisa works downtown and has a stack of handbags she does not really care about anymore. His old university roommate Alan used to play in a rock band. There is still a bass guitar in his attic, gathering dust. And Mark's girlfriend used to do photography. She bought a new camera, and the old one is now sitting in a drawer. All of these items have value, they are just not being used. So Mark makes a simple offer. He will handle everything. Taking photos, posting listings, answering messages, meeting buyers. And in return, they split the money. For example, the owner keeps 80%. Mark keeps 20%. That number is flexible. You can agree on whatever feels fair. This approach gives Mark a major boost. Now, he suddenly has access to many more items to sell. Second, people are happy to help because they also make money from it. So where can Mark actually sell all these items? There are a few places where buyers are already looking every day. The first one is Facebook Marketplace. It is fast, local, and perfect when you need cash today. You can also post in local Facebook groups, buy and sell groups, neighborhood groups, student groups. These often move items even quicker. Another option is eBay, good for electronics, collectibles, branded items, and anything that can be shipped. There is also Craigslist, simple, direct, and still widely used in many areas. If Mark wants to sell a car or another vehicle, there are dedicated sites for that. Places like cars.com or similar platforms in his country. And here is a simple trick. If you are not sure where to list something, just search online. Google these words, sell, then the name of the item, and your town. Within seconds, you will see the most popular websites people use to sell that exact thing. Now, here is another smart move Mark can use. He can make money without selling his own stuff at all. He can buy underpriced items and resell them for more. People rush their listings. They take bad photos. They write short descriptions, or they just want to get rid of the item quickly. Because of that, the price ends up lower than it should be. That is where Mark steps in. He looks through the same marketplaces we talked about earlier. He scans for deals that stand out, specifically items that are priced too low, listed poorly, or have low-quality photos. Then he buys the item. He takes clear, bright photos, writes a proper description, lists the item in multiple places instead of just one. And if the item needs a quick cleanup or a small cosmetic fix, he does that too. Nothing complicated, just small improvements that make the item look better and more valuable. That simple process can turn a quick flip into extra cash. Another way Mark can make $100 within 24 hours is by picking up local gigs. These are mostly short jobs people need done today. The idea is simple. Open the apps, look for jobs nearby, and start working. The first option involves using a vehicle. That could be a car, a motorcycle, or a van. Mark can sign up for apps like Uber to drive passengers, or Uber Eats or DoorDash to deliver meals. These platforms already have customers waiting, so once you are approved, you can start earning the same day in many cities. If Mark has a bigger vehicle, he can also look for moving jobs. People often need help transporting furniture or boxes. Even a few hours of work can cover that $100. The second type of gig is helping take care of people or animals. Mark can find these jobs on apps like Rover for pet sitting, or Care.com and local Facebook groups for babysitting and childcare. The third type is simple hands-on work around the neighborhood. Things like mowing lawns, cleaning yards, and washing cars, helping with small repairs or basic construction work. You can find these jobs on platforms like TaskRabbit, Thumbtack, or local community boards. But what if Mark still cannot find a suitable gig right away? No problem. There are many ways to get paying clients fast. The first option is very direct. Mark can walk around his neighborhood and knock on doors. Ask a simple question. Do you need help with anything today? That could be taking out trash, mowing the lawn, or cleaning the garage, or fixing small things around the house. He can also mention the items he is selling. Sometimes a neighbor is already looking for exactly what you have. The second option is to reach out to people he already knows. Most of us have a much bigger network than we realize. These include contacts in our phone, friends on social media, old coworkers, classmates, and people we emailed in the past. When you put all of that together, you end up with dozens of people you can contact today. Send a short message, let them know about the services you provide, and ask if they need anything done. The third option is to list your services online. Open your computer and search for your city and the service you can provide. Then add yourself to the websites where people look for help. And finally, check local job boards. Look for tasks people need done today. Many of these jobs are small, simple, and paid in cash. Another solid option is reaching out to local businesses. Sometimes they need help right away, even for just a few hours. Mark can start with nearby restaurants. Ask if they need help waiting tables, washing dishes, or handling deliveries. He can contact local moving companies. They regularly need people to lift, carry, and load trucks. Car wash services are another good target. Busy days mean more cars than staff can handle. Construction companies also hire short-term help. Simple tasks like cleanup, carrying materials, or basic labor. These are just examples. There are many more options. Mark can open the map on his phone and look at the businesses around him. Then reach out to the ones where he can realistically help. There is another powerful asset Mark already has: his skills. And skills can turn into money very quickly. It can be literally anything: building websites, cooking, playing guitar, fitness, singing, or subjects like math or chemistry. If you can do something well, someone else is willing to pay for it. There are two options here. You can provide the service directly, or you can teach others how to do it. For example, if you are a good cook, you can offer small catering jobs like birthday parties or office lunches. Or you can teach others to cook by doing workshops. In Mark's case, he is strong in fitness. He has already been helping friends train for free. Now he can turn that same effort into paid sessions. Just a few clients can easily cover that $100. Finding those clients is the next step. Mark can use the same tactics, websites, and platforms we discussed earlier. He can start by posting in local community groups on social media. Let people know what he offers and that he is available now. He can also list his services on freelance platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, or create local events and workshops on sites like Meetup or Airbnb experiences. The idea is straightforward. Use the skills you already have and turn them into income today. Another simple option for Mark is to rent out things he already owns. He can do short-term or long-term rentals, whatever fits his situation. If Mark has an extra room in his apartment that no one uses, he can list it on Airbnb or Booking.com and start earning from that empty space. The same goes for parking spaces. If he has a parking spot that sits empty most of the time, he can list it on sites like Spacer or Neighbor and get paid for something that would otherwise do nothing. If he has a car he doesn't drive much, he can list it on Turo or Getaround and let other people rent it when they need a ride. And it's not just property or vehicles. It can be almost anything. Work tools, electronics, cameras, musical instruments. He can list those on rental platforms like Fat Llama, or simply search online, type rent out plus the name of the item, and he'll quickly find places where people are ready to pay to use it. And with that, we've covered all the ways Mark can make $100 in 24 hours. Now here comes a bonus tip. Mark can also earn money quickly by selling items people want in crowded areas. For example, selling hot coffee or tea in a busy tourist city center during winter, cold, refreshing lemonade on a hot summer day, or quick food bites in places where people regularly go to work. With all these tips in mind, Mark managed to make his first $100. Mission accomplished. Now it's your turn. See if you can repeat that and make your own $100. We'll see you in the next mission.